Hello, and welcome to Coach, coaching officers to acquire critical club habits. In this session, we will cover off-campus day trips. All information must be completed on the form before you submit it. So let's go through the form so you can learn more about it. First, please pay attention to the control number at the top of the form. This is a unique control number, so it is important that you do not make copies of the form. If you require numerous forms, please ask for multiple forms in the Office of Student Activities. Also, the two shaded areas that say entered by and attendance verification are for office use only. The organization's name is the name of the club. The date is the date of the submission. The student contact person is the name of the club member who knows the most about this trip. Please provide the name, the cell phone number, and the email address. The name of the venue is the location that you will be visiting. Please provide the name, the full address, including street, city, state, and zip code, a contact person's name from the venue, as well as their phone number. The date or dates of travel is when you will be visiting the venue with your club. The time is when you are arriving at the venue and when you will be departing or leaving the venue. The reason for travel, well, we want to know, why did your club decide to visit this venue? So please provide us with the reason for traveling to this venue. Please note that a properly completed form must be submitted no less than 2 weeks before the dates of travel. Now in this section, all executive officers must provide their name, a signature, a phone number, and an email address. But each individual executive officer must complete it for themselves. So the vice president must provide their name and their own signature, as well as their phone number and email address. The club advisor is also required on this form. So have your club advisor provide their name, their signature, their phone number, and their email address. Please review the two sections at the bottom of the first page. Now, we'd like to know more about this trip. What will you be doing when you get there? But even before that, what time are you leaving? Where are you meeting? So this is the section that you can do that in. Now, you can either provide us with the information here, or you can attach a sheet with more information. The traveling chaperone is expected to accompany the students at all times in order to ensure proper behavior. Have students sign the off-campus travel/event attendance sheet and return it to the Office of Student Activities in S-230 upon your return. And communicate directly with the Office of Student Activities prior to departure. Now, please note that one chaperone is required for each 20 students. And all chaperones must be trained. So they will provide their name, signature, phone extension on campus, their own cell phone number, and an email address. Now, the type of travel. How will you be getting to the venue? If you'll be taking a bus, where you need a company to charter a bus from, please let us know the company, the contact person from the company, and a phone number. If there is a trip to a restaurant involved in this trip, please let us know the information about the restaurant. Now, travel release summary. This is very important. Please make sure that each student who is attending this trip fills this out. You cannot do it for them. They must do it themselves. So each student will provide their name, their CUNY First number, a cell phone number, a contact person in case there's an emergency, and a phone number for that emergency contact. Now, the emergency contact person cannot be someone who is attending the trip. It has to be someone who is a contact person for you in case something happens on the trip or we need to contact someone who is not on the trip. Now, each student attending this trip must complete this campus activity participation waiver and emergency contact form. They will provide their name, cell phone number, email address, CUNY First number, and gender. Also provide contact information for the emergency contact. Provide the club name and the venue that you'll be traveling to, and the date or dates. Please sign here to certify that you are registered for classes at BMCC for the semester in which the above trip is taking place. And certify that you can document completion of Part 1 of the Spark Sexual Assault Prevention online training within the past 12 months of this trip or event. Now, we'll talk more about Spark shortly, but let's get through this form. Please read through all of this, and you will date and sign. So it'll be the date that you are completing the form and your signature. Now, there is a back to this form, so turn the form over. If you are at least 18 years old, if you're 18 or over, please check here. If you are under 18, so if you're 17, 16, you will check here. If you are under 18 years old, you have to read this and have a first and last name of a parent or guardian. You have to have your parent or guardian sign it. This whole portion needs to be completed, and you also need to get it notarized. All of this must be done before the trip takes place and before you submit this form. Now, Spark is the mandatory student training. All BMC students have or will receive an email with a link to the Spark training, Understanding Sexual Assault, and must complete the online training. Students will not be allowed to serve as club officers until the training has been completed. Students will not be allowed to attend off-campus trips until the online training has been completed. Students will not be allowed to play on intercollegiate teams until the online training has been completed. Now, there's a little bit more to the event form for the trip, so let's get back to the form. We want to know about your expenses. So, will you be getting money in addition to the budget that SGA, the Student Government Association, already gave you? If so, let us know here. How much money is in your club account? Let us know here. Is there a department providing funds for this event? Write how much they are providing in the other section. If not, please write 0. Total funding is a total of the SGA, club, and other. Next, provide information on how much each budget item costs. Is there a transportation cost? Are you buying supplies? Will you be spending money on meals? Is there a registration fee for a conference? Is there an admission fee for entry into the venue that you are visiting? Is there anything else that you're paying for? And how much? If not, write 0. and then total up all of the expenses. Last, please make sure to read the association policies so you know what the process is. After the event expenses, your part is done. Once you submit the event form, staff will use the shaded portion at the bottom to process your form. Okay, so let's see. What do you remember? If you would like to have a trip on Saturday, November 2nd, what is the latest that you could submit the off-campus day trip form? Is it A, 2 weeks before the trip? B, the Friday before the trip? C, the day before the trip? Or D, 1 week before the trip? The answer is A. A properly completed form must be submitted no less than 2 weeks before the date of the trip. Okay, let's try one more. Which of the following signatures are required prior to submitting the off-campus day trip form to the Office of Student Activities? A, one club officer. B, the club advisor. C, the entire executive board and the club advisor. Or D, one club officer and the club advisor. The answer is C. This form requires the signature of the entire executive board as well as the club advisor. If you have any questions about this form or anything else, feel free to stop by the office in S230 and connect with us on social media. Good luck and have a great day.